Standing desks are a $10 billion industry. They are also largely a waste of money. Not because sitting is a good thing, sitting is genuinely problematic, but because the problem was never the chair. The problem is that you've removed transitions from your day entirely, and your body is paying for it in ways that no amount of standing will ever fix. Your body doesn't deteriorate from one specific position. It deteriorates from the absence of positional change. If you sit for 8 hours, your hips stiffen. If you stand for 8 hours, your ankles and your lower back stiffen. The tissue doesn't care whether you are sitting, standing, or laying down. It cares whether it is moving through its 4 ranges repeatedly throughout the day. Here is what the research actually shows. It's not sedentary time that is the strongest predictor of mobility decline. It is the length of uninterrupted sedentary bouts. 30 minutes of continuous sitting does something measurably different to your hip flexors, your lumbar discs, and your nervous system's motor output than 30 minutes broken into 3 10-minute chunks with movement in between. Your standing desk doesn't fix this. It just trades one static position for another. The intervention that actually works is remarkably simple, completely free, and so obvious that the entire wellness industry has ignored it in favor of selling you furniture. Get on the floor. Get back up. Do it every hour. For 30 days, I set a timer for every waking hour. When it went off, I got down to the floor and I got back up. That's it. No workout, no program, just down and up, once an hour, every hour. Some days I squatted down and stood back up in 20 seconds. Some days I sat on the floor for 5 minutes, stretched out, rolled around. The minimum was contact with the floor. What happened after that was up to me. The first week was revealing for one reason. I kept forgetting. Not because I'm disorganized, because I'd built an entire life structure around never needing the floor. My work setup, my furniture, my daily routine. All of it was optimized to keep me between chair height and standing height. The floor wasn't a surface I used. It was a surface I occasionally fell onto by accident. That's not a personal failing. That's a design problem. Modern environments are engineered to eliminate floor contact. Recognizing that was the first shift. By week 2, something changed in how my body felt in the morning. The stiffness I had normalized on waking, the few minutes of moving carefully before my hips and lower back loosened up, started to diminish. Not because I was doing more mobility work, because I was breaking up the 7-hour uninterrupted horizontal position of sleep with actual movement throughout the day, which meant that I was going to bed with less accumulated tension. Input affects output. What you do during the day determines how you feel in the next morning. I'd been trying to fix morning stiffness with morning mobility work. The fix was actually happening 16 hours earlier. In week 3, my work capacity on the floor increased without any specific training. The daily practice of getting down and up means that your nervous system stops treating the floor as a novel environment. The motor pattern for squatting, kneeling, cross-legged sitting, transitioning between them, they become fluent. Not because you trained them intensively, but because you practice them daily and intentionally. Frequency beats intensity for skill acquisition every single time. By week 4, I started varying the transitions intentionally, not always squatting down. Sometimes I would lower to one knee, then the other. Sometimes sitting back into a cross-legged position from a squat. Sometimes rolling to one side to get up. The floor stops being a destination and becomes a surface that you move through intentionally, which is what it's supposed to be. Here is why this works at a physiological level. Every time that you lower yourself to the floor and you stand back up, you are taking your hips, your knees, and your ankles through a greater range of motion than any other activity in your day-to-day life. You are loading your muscles eccentrically on the way down and concentrically on the way up. You are challenging your balance and your proprioception in a position that most adults avoid entirely. Do that once, negligible effect. Do it 10 times a day, every single day for 30 days. That is 300 full range transitions. That's the accumulated movement dose that your joints have been missing. Connective tissue remodels slowly. Tendons, ligaments, joint capsules, they respond to load over weeks and months, not days. The reason most mobility work doesn't stick is that people do it intensively for a short period of time and then they stop. This protocol does the opposite. Low intensity, high frequency. This is indefinitely sustainable. So here is your protocol. You will set a timer for every hour that you are awake. When it goes off, get on the floor and get back up. That is the entire protocol, the minimum effective version. Squat down, touch the floor, stand back up. 20 seconds, you're done. The better version, when you get down, stay there for 2 to 5 minutes. Sit cross-legged, stretch whatever is tight, roll around, explore your body, then get up. The progression from there, vary how you get down and up every single time. Never do it the same way twice in a row. Your nervous system adapts to exactly what you repeat. Variation forces broader adaptation. The one rule, no skipping. If you miss an hour, do it as soon as you remember. The consistency matters more than the quality of any individual rep. You do not need a standing desk. You don't need a new program. You don't need more gym time. You need to stop treating the floor like somewhere that you don't go. Your body knows how to move. It is just waiting for you to give it the opportunity. Start this challenge today, comment below how it made you feel, share it with a friend, and I'll see you in the next video.